It's like K.O.B. inside MSG. So like we top seed, old school's top speed. Pimp slap left hand, is that hoe gon' bang? Is your bitch gon' gang? Is your nuts on swing? That's pinning who they attached to. Pistachios and bag moves. Took my head up out my moon to be the sun and hoop in glass shoes. Cash, back up on that ass. Season dose, I'm off that gas too.
Coming no warning, Jack kamikaze. Bloody, battered and bruised. Adrian life been rocky. Third act of my saga struggle didn't break me or stop me. Dressing like I like my hair real drippy and sloppy. Draped up and dripped out. Put my money where I be talking about to move to H-Town and motherfucking burn it down. Henry tried not by Epidemic prime. I'ma still be in that to the day that I die.
Something that I saw the other night when we went to the ballet. Me and the lady got season tickets, and usually the ballet, whenever they raise the curtain, this one had four separate ballets or four separate acts, all independent of each other. And usually when they raise the curtain, the dancers are already ready and they getting ready to perform, but they did some interesting shit that I had never seen before the other night when we went. When they raised the curtain up, the lights in the audience were still lit a little bit. They were dim, but they were still lit. And you see the dancers on the stage and they practicing, and they all in all black tuxedos and shit. And you can see that there's not a real defined background. You see the speakers, you see scaffolds, you see all the stuff it was a regular dress rehearsal or something like that. And everybody's kind of wondering what the hell is going on. And so it was really interesting. The direction of it was super dope, because as they started to get in line and shit, and the light started to dim, everybody got quiet because people were talking in the audience a little bit. It seemed like it was a night, it seemed like there was a conversation going on between the dancers on stage and the folks in the audience. And there's about 30 dancers on stage. And so what they did was they wanted to highlight the orchestra. And so there was a gentleman who came out there, and they had this play going on where this gentleman came out and he said, tonight we're going to highlight the orchestra. We're going to teach you a little bit about beginner's guide to instruments in the orchestra. And so he told some dancers to raise their hands, and he was like, this is going to be your woodwind section. And then he told some other ones to raise their hand, and he was like, this is going to be your percussion section, and then so on and so forth. And what they did was each instrument was represented by a set of ballet dancers, and that shit was dope and incredible. And as they were getting in line and stuff, the backdrop started to change, and they started to lower the curtains and change the lights, different colors and shit, man. And so, yeah, man, if you ever have a chance to go to the ballet, it was not something that I was exposed to as a young jit, but I was exposed to stage plays in the Shakespeare Festival in Montgomery, Alabama. Shouts out to Upward Bound. But when you're putting together these different soundscapes and shit, man, or when I hear different soundscapes, it always remind me of a certain somebody, and I'm gonna let my nigga slide in there bit.
Y'all see the way y'all already got. Yeah. Y'all already know this, C.O.D boy music, aka C.O.D the doctor, and this here they gonna think I'm Illuminati high through that sign. C.O.D the boy. C.O.D. Police Academy operation. Hey, you talking about real covert. P, how you doing on that lovely Monday, man? That ballet intro was poignant. How about that? We use a fancy word.
Yeah, man. It's your boy P. Henry Trotter IV, aka Home Run The Trot, aka Casino P, aka Mock Tube, aka Quinn with the pen and with the lens, aka your grandma's favorite, aka Fat Hope Fred, aka Frederick _Thugless on your IG, aka your grandma's favorite house guest because that boy got manners, man. I'm doing great on this Monday, bro. Like I'm doing fantastic. Future mother-in-law's in town. Things is going well, man. She always bring good energy from Louisiana, bro. So yeah, we doing well on this side, man. In the Central Time Zone.
Bud Light, suck one. Shouts out to the homie Lane. Lane Beezy. It ain't easy. You from the 4, I'm from the 5, he from the 3. You remember that shit?
Was that Stacks?
No, he came through the studio but refused to jump on the song, so I kept freestyling at his face until he agreed to get on the song.
Oh, that's funny.
Like, we're just
right.
chilling, and I was like, I lay easy. He said, all right, bro, all right. I like, nigga, I'm gonna ghostwrite you a verse, you don't jump on it, bitch. I said, we need you, cuz the last verse I had heard was the one that had got him choked in the what we call the joint that was under the pub. They got him choked in the pub. This nigga, God bless him, man. He out there doing great things, impacting culture, shaping lives, doing things that's gonna hopefully create a better world for other young melanated men out there. Blessing. But when I tell you that man bars is so cold, it made niggas want to choke him out. I got to kill you, dog. You too fucking. I
like this nigga, bro.
I like this nigga. This nigga, I thought this nigga was gonna be 6'10" when I heard his voice. I heard his voice before I met him. Yeah. That shit was so funny. When I seen him, I was like, this late?
Talk about they affinity for somebody by choking them. Hey, P, I like this nigga right here, bro. I like him. He put hands around that man's neck because he was fucking with him. That
nigga late, man. He visceral, man. He bring that linen from of mice and man love out of the brethren.
He do sound like he's 6'9", 260 pounds.
Easy. He sound like Carl Anthony Towns should sound. Have you noticed this nigga switched up to trying to have a manly voice now? I'm not a fan of faking the funk. He faking the fuck out the funk.
Yeah. I haven't.
Or he just hit puberty.
Which may be the case.
I doubt it.
He young as hell. Because he only spent 1 year in college, didn't he?
Man, that nigga on a max extension, man. That nigga 25, 26 at least.
Really? I thought that motherfucker was like 22.
I could be overshooting that.
He in Minnesota.
He played with Book.
They played together?
Did he?
I don't know.
I thought they did. I thought they were the same draft.
They put
both one and done.
Bro, they put a whole lot of niggas in the league. I can't keep up with them all. I don't know what year. I mean, I know who they are, but I just don't know what years they are.
But shit.
Because they'll put a whole, they sixth man went second overall. Yeah. Michael,
I know you seen that.
Oh.
Fuck them nigga kid. Who? MKG went 6th overall?
He went second overall.
Oh, to the Bobcat, stupid ass. That don't count if MJ did it. This week's fliggity flight that we gonna keep it going. You know, on CODMD operation, we always gonna have a little MJ slander. That's always on the menu. Yeah. Fuck Mike Jordan. But in the sense of fucking stuff, as far as opinions and people parroting back shit they heard they papa say and shit like that. A tweet set me off, man, and I ain't even want to go to the article and risk it not being chosen as a Gimme Some Headlines. So I made it the fliggity flight that, man. You gonna take it there with your dog, man?
Let's do it. What happened?
This story is from SI.com, Sports Illustrated, man. New contract rumor reveals Russell Wilson's asking price. Your doggy want $50 a year. He want it right now. He don't want to throw a football before he get it. And Jorge Jarjor, I ain't gonna say his actual name because he gets no clicks off of this. Tom Brady takes less his whole career. Russell Wilson is demanding $50 million a year. Tell him really who's about winning. Rooting for the Seahawks this year without Russ will be a lot more enjoyable. Can't wait to beat the Broncos week 1. All right.
Russ gonna hang 50 on them, boy.
No, but this the worst part, boy. You get in the comment section and you got Broncos fans going, I was excited about having Russell Wilson. First of all, fuck you, Seattle, and fuck you, Denver. Yeah. And I'm going to take you there before I even ask you about it because I told you I had feelings. Matter of fact, you go ahead. Nah, fuck it. I'm going to go ahead.
Go ahead. I want to hear your thoughts. I got some thoughts, but I want to hear your thoughts.
Seattle, sap sal, suck a penis, save a life. Put a dick in your mouth and shut the fuck up. Because y'all wasn't shit until Russell Wilson got there. Even with the great defense, do not forget that y'all gave a bum-ass backup quarterback at the time good money, $20-some million a year, and a third-round draft pick beat him out and saved your fucking franchise. And it spent the first 10 years of his career not missing the playoffs. Oh, how quickly ye forget that there was no 12th man because nobody gave a fuck about the 11 you put on the field for the longest. He is the reason we know about the fan base. And y'all got the nerve to disrespect him once he leave? Fuck y'all. And for the Broncos who saying, Tom Brady took discounts. He is one of 32 when he was in the league taking discounts at the height of his powers. So it was 31 other niggas not doing that shit. Stop acting like he the norm. And that's what winning is. Because he only got 7 championships in them 20 years. And it's a couple niggas that won too, but it's a lot of parity. So it's a bunch of niggas who didn't take no discounts and won championships. Fuck that shit y'all talking about. One nigga? Y'all gonna try to use a nigga who wife net worth way more than his as the example of a nigga who should take black men coming from the ghetto? Man. And Russell Wilson ain't come from the ghetto, but I said all that to say this. This bitch nigga Russell Wilson square ass won a Super Bowl making $300,000 a year and wasn't up for another contract for another 2 fucking seasons. He had to play 2 full fucking calendars. The interception that fucked off for Super Bowl, he made $440,000 that year. Yeah. And ain't nobody have a fucking problem with him being underpaid. And the big reason the Broncos can eat a dick is because the Patriots drafted Tom Brady in the 6th round.
Yeah.
When nobody fucking wanted him. Y'all got a steal in the 3rd round in Seattle that saved you. And Denver, you stupid motherfuckers drafted Brock Osweiler in Russell Wilson draft and paid him. John Elway could suck my dick if he think I'm going to take a discount. When I came out, you drafted Brock Osweiler and paid him. And I had to go be underpaid and watch Peyton Manning win with fucking Von Miller, Demaryius Thomas and shit. Nigga, I could have been winning that Super Bowl just like I won that one up there. And I'd have been well paid in Denver smoking legal bud. Bullshitting me, you think I'm going to take a discount? I've taken all the discounts I'm going to take. Now I toss it to you, bro, but I had to get mine off on that. That shit pissed me off when I seen this story. I said, fuck you, Denver. And Denver, don't think we forgot about Brock Osweiler. The BO still stink. It still stink.
A wise man once told me, you don't get what you're worth. You get what you're able to negotiate. Amen. Russell Wilson is very aware, and I learned this today. Russell Wilson is very aware of his value on a team that has now changed ownership, and the price is $6 billion. The new owner paid $6.5 billion when the team was valued at $4 billion.
After he came.
It is now owned by Walmart. the Waltons now own the Denver Broncos. One of the Walton brothers own the Denver Broncos. Now he paid $6.5 million. The official terms of the deal gonna come out here in the coming days. But that team has recently changed hands. And Russell getting $50 million of that? It's too much for y'all a year? Please. And this is another thing that I hate, man. It's
at the most important position in the entertainment industry. He the lead actor in this movie.
In a $6.5 billion franchise, the highest paid person on the actual stage is only making $50 million a year. Fuck out of here.
He Bruce Willis, except he could blow his ACL every time he take the fucking field. You know what I'm saying? He Tom Cruise, except he really jumping out that fucking plane. No harness, just a helmet and some shoulder pads.
And also, when there was recently an extension of a defensive player that's now making $30 million a year, I'm not making the same as a defensive player. He ain't got no pressure on him. He get to pin his ears back and run at me. Man, get the fuck up out of here, bro. Like, get the fuck up. Like, and Russ understands.
You know how they be saying on Beyonce's internet, we not gonna downplay Aaron Donald on C.O.D co-hosted podcast.
Oh, not at all.
Go get that bag.
Hell yeah, they gave him a 2-year extension worth $60 million, bro.
Read the fine print. The third year, he could retire if he feel like it, but if he play, guaranteed 30. It's a $90 million contract. Shouts out to AD. They was like, please don't retire. We'll make it easy for you to dip out. We'll give you 65 if you guarantee us 2. And if you feel like coming back, we don't care what you look like. We'll guarantee you 30. So that if you come back and feel like you deserve more, you can negotiate because you guaranteed your 30, big dog, after getting guaranteed 65. So hold out. Because if we find you 5, you got 25. We're going to make sure you good. Come on back, man. That's what they told AD.
Yeah.
They made that nigga offer. He couldn't refuse. They was like, AD, retire. No, the fuck you not.
He got him a ship. And he was the greatest defensive player of all time. The only person that I put up there in the there's 2 players that I put in that pantheon. It's AD and it's Lawrence Taylor. I can't decide.
Both initial players, AD and LT.
AD and LT. I can't decide which of them is the greatest defensive player of all time. I can't decide. Maybe the greatest football players of all time. And there's only 3 people I put in that realm also. And that's Randall Moss and the other 2 guys.
What that's for?
Randy Moss.
You saying in the receiver category? Oh, football player.
Greatest football player. Like greatest to lace him up.
That's who you put up there?
Randy Moss, LT, AD, and I got a spot for 2 more players that will get consideration. I don't know who they are.
Can I nominate Dion?
Oh shit, I'm tripping. Dion, yeah, Dion definitely in that conversation.
Because if he
Dion definitely
felt like being an offensive player, I believe he could have.
He was an offensive player for a while.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He as far as football player,
Beasley
he deserved to be up there.
Division III Deion Sanders.
Hell nah.
Because they was like, "Hey man, we need Johnny." Like, and the thing is that nigga also played baseball, so they could have been flying him across the country to go to your baseball game. Do whatever you got to do, sir. We don't care. Just be back here for football practice. But yeah, man. On that Russell Wilson tip, bro. I hate the way
I feel like Randy get too much love over T.O. I said it.
I get it.
Especially when you talk about greatest football player, because when you talk greatest receiver, I have to go, and only because if I have to say who got better hands, I'd have to go Mouse. But I wouldn't choose. I just wouldn't bring it up. But we talking about
he has such a cultural
speed.
Yeah.
They say Randy, look at him as a deep threat. Well, look at how T.O. would take a fucking curl 75. Look how that man take a hitch, break 3 tackles, and run across the middle into the end zone. And then, how many receivers is there? Niggas wasn't taking Brian Dawkins and putting them on their head and then having to go play with that man. Niggas didn't watch Deion Sanders get a pick and then go put Deion Sanders on their neck to send them a message. Cowboys Deion Sanders as young T.O. T.O. was a fucking monster, dog.
He was, yeah. He was a monster throughout his entire career.
UTC, Alabama. Country boy here, you talking about.
He was a problem for Steve Mariucci 49ers. Like, he was a problem. He was a problem then.
Fucking Jeff Garcia slinging that pickle at him. Hey, let that nigga had a Joe Montana for his whole career. Thomas Edward Patrick. Fucking hell. Even a Dakota Rain pussy. Let him had somebody who was dedicated to making him their guy. Just anybody. A nigga who wasn't coming from the Canadian League and Jeff Garcia. A nigga who wasn't bitter and trying to find a scapegoat in the Eagles. And I lost a lot of love. Donovan McNabb is why I was an Eagles fan, and he is why I am not a Donovan McNabb fan. So that's his fault. It wasn't not winning the championship. It was getting to know him over 15, 20 years. Fucking. But yeah, man, we gonna keep it pushing. Damn, I got a lot of text messages.
I know a lot of big words. Government, police station, what? University.
My bad, bro. Shit got wild over here. That was this week's flickety flight that we talking about that money. You can tell we want all that smoke, man. Your boy got lost right there. You see, I'm on a Gar shipped out from a lovely little place out in Houston, Texas. Small rep your city. Commercial break, little Monte Cristo, small pack mailed out to me from the homie PHTIV, real scholar and a gat. Oh, damn, that's the one with something else in it. A real scholar and a gentleman. Got me some little mini cigar. Me, motherfucker. Got me a little bit of little cigars in that bit, little smoke. You know what I mean? Real fancy smack coming there like that. You feel me? Yeah, you talking about.
You kept all them hoes?
All the cans?
Yeah, I'm talking about all the cigars, or did you share them?
I ended up not sharing them. It was a whole lot of fuck you going on with that. Not fuck you because it wasn't attitude, but I was just like, win at home. You know what I'm saying? Not winning wrong, nigga. Win at home. Do as the homins do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the homies.
You said you was gonna say
Now I asked if they want, and they're like, "Oh nah, man, you know such and such really be on them guys." And I was like, "Oh okay, well if it's such and such to be on them guys, I asked such and such." And you know, I tapped a few out of that one, and then I hold on, I'm gonna make the noise. Then the second one, you know, and then whatever. But yeah, man, that's sometimes how I go. You dig?
For the people on the audio, my dog opened up the. I saw that also. Gal speaker. Just
the first one.
Gal, okay. My dog opened up his cigar box 10. I guess 10 is the correct terminology for what that is. Them joints sexy, man. Yeah, once I get back on that guy, I got me a couple boxes for it and carrying cases. I'm excited about that.
Yeah. Shouts out to my nigga P, man. We gonna have this thing real smooth this week, man. And we slide right on into this week's Give me some TVP. You all for the fast. What you been watching on that glass?
And the lady and her mom were watching the show, and I hit cross arms.
Shouts out to them. Yeah.
I hit cross arm P, man, and I locked in for about 4 episodes of this show, and that shit was fantastic. If y'all got the Apple TV or Apple TV Plus or whatever it is, check out this show called Suspicion. That shit is fire. The premise is they're there's this big company, they're a PR company. The head of the PR company, her son is kidnapped, and it's one of those situations where it's like nepotism. He's the heir to the throne, and there is a COO who wants to be the heir to that throne, and her son, the heir to the throne, gets kidnapped. And they based in New York, and there's a number of British people who happen to be in New York when this kid gets kidnapped, and they like go back to Great Britain, and then it kind of shoots off from there. Like things happen, and like they all end up getting back together, and they gotta clear their names essentially, and it's high octane. It's good stuff. It's really good stuff. And it's called Suspicion. Like everybody, and it make you second guess everybody. Like, because if somebody turn, it's kind of like what YSL dealing with right now. If somebody turn, then we all going down. And so like it's planting suspicion in everybody's mind, and you don't know who you can trust. And like everybody's not who they say they are. And it's like, oh my God. And then they kind of do what people do in court is the jury ain't got to convince. I mean, the prosecution or the defense ain't got to convince the jury. All they got to do is plant something or plant a question in their mind, and now they thinking about it. So, and it's a game, man, and everybody playing chess, and it's incredible. So I finished I need to go back and watch the first 4 episodes, but I watched 5, 6, 7, 8. But Suspicion, bro, that shit good. Like it's really like it's a chess game. I feel like you really enjoy that shit.
And what's the service it's on?
It's on Apple TV Plus, I think.
Okay, that's not gonna be what I watch it on, but I might wait till you get deeper into it to get into there and then pull a full pop dog.
Uma Thurman, man. Uma Thurman making her comeback in on the screen. I haven't seen her in my but Kill Bill is one of my favorite series, and so I'm a big Uma Thurman fan.
Yeah,
she
it
was
ain't
in
my
Hangover
favorite.
too, wasn't she?
It ain't my favorite Uma Thurman thing.
Pulp Fiction, your favorite Uma Thurman joint?
Not even close. She not the star of my favorite thing. She in. It's Be Cool with John.
Okay.
John Travolta said the Entertainer, Andre 3K.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a terrible film. Christina Milian. I just enjoy it. Fucking Vince Vaughn. He play I love his character in that movie, bro. I wish Vince Vaughn was like
the crazy suits and shit now, don't it?
I'm telling you, I wish his character from Be Cool would be in the sequel to Malibu's Most Wanted as B-Rad G Manager. I think them two in a movie together would be crazy for like not even an hour and a half. Give me 75 minutes and have them go do some shit. Have them on tour. And I don't give a fuck what the plot is. Just put them niggas together for 75 minutes. That shit gonna be good. You hear me? Like Vince Vaughn and Jamie Kennedy could fuck that shit up. I'm sure of it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna give you you don't never be asking me what the fuck I be watching on TV. I just had to tell you.
It was just in my head to ask you.
All right, let me shut up and let you ask it for the clip.
What you been on, bro? What you been watching on the TV?
Oh, I said a full fuck you on the clit out. Fuck, I don't know how to screenshot. How you screenshot on the hoe? Boy, I give you a choice between the two, man. I could give you the update on what the fuck been going on over there in the Middle East on Homeland, or I could talk to you about this show that the little chick had me watching that I feel like the public will be very familiar with. That I'm just now checking.
So I'm gonna go with the latter. What show they got you watching?
Stranger Things. You familiar? You ain't watch Stranger Things yet?
Nuh-uh.
Bro, this show weird as shit. Get on this shit with me, dog, because I just started it. And if you watch it at a slow pace, I just watch it slow. Because she don't like season 5.
I've heard about it. Like I see people wearing t-shirts and shit all the time.
It weird as shit. Peak game. All right, so that's how it is, right? I come in, shout it on season 4. The newest episode of the most recent season. You did what I'm saying? So they drop into this shit. It's a nigga with nostrils as big as basketball hoops, talking to this fugly white chick like, yo, you coming to the game and shit. She's like, nigga, I told you I ain't coming to the little weak ass game and shit, right? Really igging my mans. And I'm like, why he stuck on old Julie Plain shoes? You feel me? Come to find out that hit X, right? And he trying to get her to come to the game. Shit, she don't want to come to the game. You know what I'm saying? At the championship, he trying to go splag it out, you know what I mean? So anyway, she don't come to the game. You know what I'm saying? Whoop the shoot. Then, next thing I know, crazy shit started happening. I don't even know what the fuck happened, but that's pretty much what happened. And if you've ever watched that makes sense for anybody who's Netflixed and chill. Said all that to say, so boom, I'm like, I'm finna check this shit out. You feel what I'm saying? You got a stupid look on your face and I'm enjoying it. You look like a Dr. Seuss character. You in between the Lorax and Cat in the Hat, and I feel like we're in a good pocket. But so I go back and I watch episode 1, right? And I'm kicking out episode 1, and it's like, oh, hold the fuck up. So is this my man's right here? Oh shit. He young as shit. Look at this dude. He's so little. So it's like I seen these niggas at like 13. And now I'm seeing these niggas when the show first started. And I'm like, oh, these niggas young as fuck. It's like crazy. It's like I'm watching them. I'm invested even with just having seen a little piece of a one episode, you know. Said all that to say you get into the first episode. So now it's like, all right, let's figure out what this shit is about. And you know, I'm very much I have a detective mind, so I be ruining shit for myself. And I said, I'm gonna try to not figure this shit out. I'm gonna just lay down and chill, right? So I'm chilling, you know what I'm saying? Petting the cat. Just peeping this shit out, right? And Winona Ryder, motherfucking, I ain't even gonna go through the cast, but just cast really well. You feel what I'm saying? And it's set in like 1962 or some shit, like fucking VW buses, the fucking windbreaker with the fucking brown line, the red line, the tan line, and the white line, then the brown bottom half. You know what I'm talking about? Zip up, bitch. Like that's what all the kids was wearing, 10 lunch boxes. And like when I tell you they set this motherfucker, they shot it in like Wyoming or something. They shot it somewhere where they didn't have to change much. This some good ass shot shit. You feel what I'm saying? Music, eerie and shit. And for it ain't Ozark. It start off. It will draw you in. I'll say that. Watch episode 1 for me. Don't do the 5-1. Go ahead and watch episode 1. And you don't gotta be like, okay, that's what they look like old. And oh, there they go. Yeah, but check out episode 1, bro. It'll make you want to check out some more. But it feel like they're gonna be very methodical about drawing you in. They got to create normality for shit to get strange, if that makes sense.
Okay. I saw a clip on Twitter and I was like, yeah, this.
You know, I'm big with Winona Ryder, and I ain't really had nothing from her since Deeds, nigga. When the last Winona Ryder joint you seen?
It's been a minute.
I'm talking Mr. Deeds with Adam Sandler, nigga. We was in college. And that was my joint. You know what I'm talking about? Where the nigga great uncle died and he get all that money?
Yeah, he got all that.
That shit a classic.
Yeah. She was his love interest.
Mm-hmm. She knocked that shit out the park too. So I give the likelihood that I watched that show you recommended on the scale of knock that shit out the park. I don't never remember his homeboy name, but the skis ball, the slime ball homie, you know what I'm talking about? That always have a deep tan. In Grown Ups, he was in the Rival Crew.
I know who you're talking about. He be in all the movies, yeah, because he was in Waterboy.
He kind of like the stoner dude.
Yeah. I know who you talking about. But that's crazy. Like he all like Adam Sandler.
Hey, Bobby.
He
was in Waterboy. You stupid.
Yeah. He keep his dogs in his movies, man. Like all his movies.
Oh, the Netflix was the biggest play. Like I couldn't believe he did what he did with the Netflix deal.
What you mean?
He signed like a 20 movie deal for like $300 million, and every one of the movies he shot in a tropical location. The first one was in Hawaii. The second, like it's been crazy watching how he shot.
Did it have to be the one he did on the yacht?
That was the most recent one. He did a murder mystery with Jennifer Aniston and the crew. He brought her back from what was the other one he did? Well, he did Murder Mystery and Just Go With It was the other one he did with her. That was the one in Hawaii. It was her, Brooklyn Decker, and the crew.
Yeah, that dude, man.
Bruh, he a cold, bruh. We had it though. Cut the check, Netflix. Y'all trying to save the money, man. We'll give y'all a podcast and some TV show.
There that.
You know what I mean?
You can get help you find new talent. The whole like we A&Rs. We'll write this shit, film this shit, score this shit, man. Come on.
Tell her don't cheat yourself, treat yourself.
Quit playing games, Netflix.
But Pete, brethren.
Yeah.
Can I do you a favor?
You gonna give me some headlines?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it.
Now, you want your cake first, or you want you want your curveballs, or you want your batting practice?
Let me get the curveballs up front.
Bet. Proud Boys leader Terrio, 4 lieutenants charged with seditious conspiracy. That story is by the Washington Post. This next story is by ABC News. At least 17 killed, 62 injured in mass shootings across the U.S. over the weekend. And this last story is by Quartz. The war in Ukraine is pushing countries in short food to famine. Pushing countries short on food to famine. I don't know why I read that like that. Excuse me. Said you wanted your curveballs first, my friend.
Let's go to the last one.
Yeah. Can I ask you a question though, bro?
Mm-hmm.
If I told you I performed for the masses and you asked me how many people were there and I told you 62, would you look at me like I was a goddamn fool? If I said I was performing for the masses, nigga, and you asked me how many people were there and I said 62.
Probably. I mean, it would. I wouldn't look at you like he's a fool. I'd be like,
400 million Americans. If it takes 7 incidents to get to 62 people injured, how the fuck is any of them mass shootings? I still don't understand that. How they convince 400 million niggas none of y'all should have guns because 62 niggas got shot. Y'all understand how few 62 niggas is? That wouldn't fill up a section at a movie theater. Like, the shooting in Colorado, 10 people got injured. That means 398 got away clean. That was a mass shooting. Some of that shit crazy, but you ain't pick that story. This story he chose was by Quartz. The war. Go ahead. I ain't want to force you to respond to it. That's why I moved on.
Yeah, nah, like
mass.
That is a mass shooting, though.
Any more than 2 is mass, then.
I give you this. The mass choir at my church was 25 people.
None of these have had that many people injured in one off. The school shooting didn't have that many people injured. And it'd be 25 people in a class.
You don't know how big them classes was. If that nigga went like that.
I'm not saying I hope more people get hurt. I'm saying I'd be damned if you strip 400 million people or something because 62 people got hurt.
Well, that's just never gonna happen. It's just this a dance they do, bro. Like it's a dance they do. Like this happens, and the people on either like all them I guess not gov, but Congress, Senate, all them motherfuckers, they NFL owners. They pit everybody out here against each other. They all going to dinner and having drinks together. Like they flying around the world together. They doing shit. Like they maybe not seen in public together, but they hanging out and shit. Like they up in the glass and they up in the suite. Ha ha ha. And then, like fuck all them. Fuck all of them. Like both sides of the fence. Fuck them all.
Yeah. It's just, you read stories like over the weekend, this young woman had her stalker kick her door in after she moved states to get away from him. And she shot him dead. And she wasn't charged with a crime. And if these laws they want were in place, she would not have had that in her ability to defend herself. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't think people understand, just like one nigga walk in and could mass kill 7 niggas. Do you know how many motherfucking women that predator could have harmed in his lifetime if she didn't put him down? Think about how many people Jeffrey Dahmer got. Think about how many people she kept safe.
Yeah.
By being able to keep herself protected.
And I don't think the answer is taking away guns in the least. I just think there needs to be parameters where it's difficult for motherfuckers who have this intention. And I don't like there are places where you have to go through some shit. Like I wouldn't dare walk around with a pistol on me without a fucking license because of the ramifications of being a black man with that shit. And I don't want to walk around in a society where motherfuckers have access, like people with mental issues, like mental health issues, have access to assault rifles. Like that easy, like to be able to walk and get this shit over the counter like fucking aspirin.
The reason you don't hear about the black men that get shot who have pistols on them is because them niggas don't get shot down. That's the craziest thing that niggas don't understand. You are safer with the pistol.
Yeah, I mean, this is the law.
No, what I'm saying here from a perspective is they gonna treat you that I'm scared for my safety shit. That shit don't be authentic because when they don't come in shooting. They sit outside the school for 45 minutes. You hear what the fuck I'm telling you?
Yeah.
If that's a nigga in there running around unarmed, loud, and threatening kids, they run in there and they shoot that nigga dead, even though he don't have no weapons. You hear what I'm saying? But if you in there with an assault rifle, they gonna sit out there for 45 minutes and figure out how to take you down safely. I wish at some point brown people would realize the threat of death is how all of this control was established. The threat of death is why the dollar has value. You can think all this bullshit support the dollar. People not honoring the dollar have final consequences. That's why that shit carry weight. You feel what I'm saying? Period. It's 2 things. Nigga done said this shit 100 times, but 2 things nigga could do to end these random police killings in a heartbeat. Get strapped up. Good way to not have any unarmed deaths is to not be unarmed and shoot the fuck back. It'll be our funerals. You feel what I'm saying? And the second thing is get life insurance. Have JP Morgan chasing them financially invested in making sure these wrongful deaths don't happen. That's how you make sure they stop. Pay $22 a month. And I promise you, your baby boy will be perfectly fucking safe. At kindergarten this year, at Jimba fucking Reed when it's only $7 to start that policy. Put a fucking whole life policy with some substance on all of your babies. And let 2, 3, 4, 5 of these happen. And it costs the state 1.5, 2.7 in lawsuits from people who trying to recoup their money from wrongful death lawsuits. Think they're going to let these same police officers stay on the job in communities where all of these babies is insured. You're not finna walk your ass in here and do it twice and cost us $500,000. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I hate to commodify it like that, but
everything is a business, bro.
The dollar have death attached to it. Yeah. The dollar is leverage because it has that death attached to it, the threat of it. So they won't just be. It's the cold reality of the shit, bro.
It is. It is.
You got to protect yourself beyond protecting yourself if you ain't gonna pistol up.
If they get me up out of here, bro, they gonna have to come out their pocket with like 1.5. Like y'all paying my lady, and I'm getting more. If I go, it's gonna be about 10 mil to get paid out. It's like coming out of their pocket. Accidental death and dismemberment, all that shit. Like I'm y'all finna pay all this shit. I got about 4 policies right the fuck now.
That nigga.
Anything happen to me, like she could pay off this house, all this shit. Like having up to go buy some old properties, like yeah.
That's the shit we got to get on, bro. A failure to plan, a plan for failure, bro. Straight the fuck up. And on that note, fuck that other story. We just gonna keep it rolling, cuz.
Yeah, we already did.
And this is this week's Gimme Some Sports. Pete, you been watching the NBA Finals, cuz?
I ain't seen a dribble. Not a
well, you
one.
useless as fuck. You been watching any sports?
I no. The only TV I consumed was I was like, man, I need some TV, and I watched that show yesterday. I ain't watched nothing.
I done put this shit in the show. I done watched the NBA Finals, but talking about it with a nigga who ain't watched it before. All right, the first game, it was a blowout, and Boston won. The second game, it was a blowout, and Golden State won. I would talk to your monkey ass, and she ain't been... The fuck you want to talk about for 15 minutes, nigga? How about that? Impromptu pee session, chop session. What up with it, man?
I did see Jordan Poole hit a couple of shots last night that were wholly impressive. And
nobody care about Jordan Poole, man. Don't be trying to half-ass talk about the finals. You don't give a fuck about these finals.
I don't. I'm not even on first.
You usually. You ain't been watching no sports, bro. You ain't watched no F1. Your punk ass was on that for a minute. Tough.
Nah, bro. I had a whole lot of shit to do with the
Try to survive
with the new gig and shit. So that was what my focus was, and I put the drone together this weekend and read the manual and shit. So that's what my focus was. And,
all right, well, talk to the drone community. This is a chop session about drones beginner. This drone 101, and then we're gonna have drone 102 at some point. This drone 101. Bing, bang, bam. Tell us what drone you got. Talk to us about it, and I get an intro while you find it online if you like to pull it up so you have some of the specs and you want to share the screen. Just take over. But yeah, man, this is C.O.D Decatur Boy Music, and this is a CODMD operation where sometimes you may get that thing opened up and you look in and you go, oh goddamn, this ain't where it's supposed to be, or damn, the finals is whack as fuck. Can't get these niggas no sports. So you gotta pull a curveball. You're not pulling it up on your computer. It look like you're looking at your phone.
I am looking at my phone.
You're a damn fool. Text it to me and I'll pull it up on my computer and then you just talk to me about it. That nigga pull it up on his phone. Hey, I got good antennas up. That's funny as shit. Hey, y'all, but you know, this your boy C.O.D Decatur Boy Music. Introducing myself again because that's a great way for me to reset. And waiting on the text from my co-host who is Philly whopping, Billy bopping, and boobity bopping. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and share my screen and give y'all another run through of a lovely song that we produced and recorded for you guys live on season 2, episode Passenger 47? 57?
It was 57. It was 57.
Passenger Wesley Snipes. You feel me? Can you see my screen?
I can. Yeah.
What song am I playing?
Love you. Switch it up.
Bye.
Switch it up. What is it? Is that 1942? I can walk with that. Hey. Here's to the love verse. I'm a man of few words, but I know love when I see it. Meeting each other was deceiving. Time weathered on. Missed a lot of chapters in the A, smoking strong, but my brother P kept me updated. Found the angel fell to earth for a vacation. Love conquers all. I pray it touch you all. Summer, spring, and fall. Skip the winter for Nepal.
Vibes in my ride. I got vibes in my ride. I got vibes. I got vibes in my ride. Vibes in my ride. I got vibes in my ride. I got vibes. I got vibes. I got vibes in my ride.
As you can see on the screen, my dog has pulled up the DJI Air 2S drone camera and video. This motherfucker got the chain, man. I haven't really even started like really getting into it yet, but I've watched like a lot of, so I got 2 courses that I've bought for this guy. And you know, when you first pull something out the box, you just scared to break that shit. So I put it together, and I was doing everything slow as hell, like putting the wings and stuff on. And I was going super slow, man, and being super careful. But I got this long ass strip with like the battery. You got 3 battery packs, and you see like the remote control in the hand. The remote control, fire. Had to download the app for that guy. Had to. It's a lot of things you got to do before you can fly it. Like you got to register that shit. Like not with it, I think with the FAA. And it's like certain airspaces and shit you can't fly in and stuff like that. But yeah, man. So I'm super excited about. I want to shoot most, if not all, of our music videos with the drone. So I'm trying to get on these sticks, bro. Like I'm trying to have that shit be like a tool that I can.
You got a month.
Yeah, like
I'm fucking coming in July. Yeah, be on the blick and the sticks, cause I'm gonna come with the gimbal. I'm gonna come ready to turn up too, nigga. I told you, nigga, I'm ready.
Yeah, this shit. Yeah, this motherfucker too hard, man. So yeah, it is. It has a 41-minute battery life. It got 3 batteries, so I got over 2 hours of flight life on that whole, like without having a.
That's actually exactly 2 hours.
It's a little bit over.
123, cuz?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's just one of the best on the market. Like there are other ones that are bigger and like they supposed to be better. Like there are newer models that are supposed to be better, but like I've consumed probably about 14 videos about people like reviewing this one like with other models and stuff like that, and like this one is superior. So, and it's like a 3.5 mile, like you can be away from it for 3.5 miles and still like have the signal and shit, man. So like that bitch is that deal, G. Like it's that deal. So I'm really looking forward to getting into this whole, man, and seeing what product that come out of the hell. Like you see the quality of these videos, man. Like all of this video, like this dude is sitting in this car and like the drone is flying with him in his car. So it has like the GPS system on it. If it feels anything coming, like it dodges that motherfucker itself. And you just got to be really terrible at using it if if you crash it into something. But yeah, man. So that's the DJI Air.
I'm very excited to do the workouts at the beach. You know what I'm talking about? You get that drone flying for the workout, and set a path for it, and then just let it keep doing the path. That should be cold as fuck. Let you fuck around and set the path around the like when we do the laps and you make the lap the path. Oh shit. And then it look like you passing it off. That should be crazy.
I got a video idea that I've been storyboarding about like a song where we passing it back and forth after like 4 to 8 bars. And that shit gonna be brilliant. Like it's
like Tokyo Drift, maybe?
Oh, we do Tokyo Drift with this bitch. That should be crazy.
You. Yeah, man.
Tokyo Drift video with this would be stupid crazy.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you sharing that with the people, the impromptu chop session technology. You feel what I'm saying? but Brett, can I do you a favor?
You gonna give me some headlines?
Yeah, sure. And these are the dope ones. You ready for these shits?
Thank fucking God. Please.
Pat Riley sends strong message about his future in the NBA. Rasheed Wallace, old Russell Westbrook comments go viral. And NFL players who won't live up to the hype in 2022. Cause we got to get on that picking the white boy who gonna go off. We got to pick our white receiver this year. I don't want you to forget about that. We got to start seeing who coming, see who was drafted and shit. Get our antennas up. But
can you go back to him again? Yeah.
Yes, sir. And I'm gonna go back to front. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's cool.
Yes, sir. The last one I gave you was from Bleacher Report, and that was NFL players who won't live up to the hype in 2022. The next story was by Sports Illustrated, and it was Rasheed Wallace, old Russell Westbrook comment goes viral. And the other story is from SI. Pat Riley sends strong message about his future in the NBA.
I saw that. That shit was funny. That was a good time.
Shouts out to Pat. Laker for life.
Actually, let's go with that Pat one. Let's talk about that. Yeah, let's talk about Pat.
You sure y'all want to hear what Rasheed had to say about Russ and just not talk about it?
Balled on.
We can move.
Is that what he said? I do want to hear it. Yeah, what he said.
I just give you the quote and we're going to do the story you chose. He the best player in the world. Steve Kerr. Oh, no, that ain't the one you chose. I ain't even read you that one. Pat Riley sent strong message about his future in the NBA. Yeah, I see you blinking. Heat president Pat Riley has been involved. Oh, this story is by Sports Illustrated, published June 6, 2022. Heat president Pat Riley has been involved with the NBA for over 50 years. And when the topic of retirement was raised Monday, he made it clear he's not going anywhere anytime soon. Quote, I'm 77 years. Oh, fuck. Quote, I'm sure that ain't how he said it. He's smoother than that. Let me get on my Pat Riley shit. Get my good posture. Got my rings on and everything. My fucking earpiece fell out, but I'm gonna stay in the moment. I'm 77 years old right now. I could do more push-ups than you could. Oh, fuck. I fucked this all the way out. Let me pick my earpiece up. I lost my whole coup. When I saw this nigga start laughing at me, I couldn't hear the laughter. I was like, let me put my earpiece back in. This nigga finna clown me out before I can hear him. Quote, I'm 77 years old right now. I could do more push-ups than you can right now. According to Associated Press, Tim Reynolds. Okay, that ain't me. That happened a lot. The article be written hastily. Oh, shit. Yeah. Then I click on the tweet and it took me to the tweet. Miami season just ended in heartbreak after losing Game 7 to the Celtics at home with a chance to go to the NBA Finals. What the fuck? With a chance at an NBA Finals appearance on the line. This would have been the organization's 7th trip to the NBA Finals ever since Riley's first joined Miami as a coach back in 1995. Riley, 77, started his playing career as, oh, fuck, we don't need all that backstory. Shouts out to Pat, man. He said he ain't going nowhere, cuz. How you feel about that shit, G?
I love it, bro. I love it. Like, why are they trying to push people? Like, he's 77 and look at who else has been to almost seven finals? Like, how many other organizations have been to 7 finals since 1995? Like what other organizations or like what other
Lakers, baby.
Exactly. And he was there for some of those, was he not?
Nah, he wasn't. It was the 3 with Shaq and Kobe, then the 2 they lost, and then so more than that. And so then Kobe won 2.
Yeah. So it's 2 franchises.
So that's 7. And then LeBron got one at 8.
So 2 franchises out of the 30. And because this man 77, he just lost in the 7th game of the Eastern Conference Finals. And
only man done did what he done did since 95 is LeBron James.
The only other person. And LeBron James was with him for 4 of those years. 3 of those years. 4 of those years.
Ooh, touche. 2 fucking shay.
Yeah.
He done did it without that nigga. Hold on. He done did it more than that since 95. 7 to undershoot. Okay, he took Wade in 06.
Bron with the 10. Bron have been the 10.
No, I'm saying Pat. I'm talking about Pat though. Wade in 06. Yeah. Bron and them 4 times. Then, okay, they got
and
me.
then these 2, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
He was on the cusp, yeah.
Fuck. The one they lost to the Lakers, yeah.
But I really like when old heads, because like he not doing anything. Like what he's doing is still like he's still doing the shit at a high level. He been in 2 finals in 4 years.
For everybody who's been listening to me bash the Heat for the past couple of weeks, we actually love the Heat here. I just like fan beef. That makes sports fun to me. So I was rooting against them for 2 weeks. So I had a reason to watch their game. I wouldn't have watched them fucking games if old dude hadn't got me banned off of Twitter. He gave me a reason to root against them niggas. I was vested. You feel me? I was rooting for the Celtics as a Lakers fan. Like, I like the Heat, and I wanted them to fucking version
of Al Pacino in Any Given Sunday.
Your mama's ringing the dinner bell.
You ain't said 2 words to me. Jamie Foxx, that was some of his best work. He was so disrespectful. Like the way he didn't like, they didn't give that man an Oscar for that. Like for Willie Beeman, like they didn't give.
Shit, LL should have got support. That he said that nigga was out tricking. That nigga said, "Man, we got a game tomorrow." He was like, "What?" Jamie Foxx, the GOAT multi-hyphenate. Hey man, shouts out to everybody who done got it, but he the GOAT multi-hyphenate. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. It ain't been no. I do this, and this. Who done did that and that and that and that better than Jamie Foxx? Period.
Yeah.
Because Martin Lawrence can't sing. If Martin Lawrence had some good ass hits, or Eddie Murphy, maybe we could talk.
Eddie did.
Martin and Eddie. And then Dreamgirls, he showed his ass.
Yeah. He got the talent. He just, he didn't have,
the desire.
Yeah.
Because he had the network. The one he had that was a hit.
Hanging out with Rick James.
Exactly. And he wrote the one that was a hit. Party All the Time was just like it is almost musically Super Freak. That is a Rick James song. He taught Eddie into singing.
100%. He gave that to Eddie.
My girl likes to party all the time. Party all the time. Party all the time.
That's your heart.
That nigga was so powdered up. I'm sure that was cocaine and heroin fuel. You heard me? It was lines in that motherfucker. And I ain't talking bars. You heard me?
Man, Rick James. Like, you got to hang out with one of the GOAT party boys, bro. Like, GOAT.
Yeah, that man a party boy. That nigga was a party man. One of the baddest motherfuckers of all time. But Pete,
I'm one of the prettiest motherfuckers, baddest motherfuckers of all time. Hold my drink, bitch. Fucking Charlie Berry kick me. What you doing? You a grown man. You doing karate? Bro, that show was a masterpiece. Like, Chappelle just saying, hey, man, we just gonna get this motherfucking Charlie a whole segment to let him tell stories. That was one of the best parts about that show. Them Charlie Murphy stories, to this day, if I cut that shit on, bro, I'd be hysterically laughing. That man, oh man, that dude. Like, imagine coming home from the military and like your brother like, hey bro, we hanging out with Rick James. You like, what? Remember that story that nigga told me when he said he wore that goddamn jacket and he said, who the fuck is that? Your brother a magician? That nigga said that jacket started burning on his shoulders. He said, nigga, you a magician? Nigga said, I wore a green sequins jacket and the motherfucker. He said that jacket started burning. That's how they remember brother. That motherfucker a magician? Niggas is funny. You know how funny that is, bro? Who was that with them niggas, man? Oh, that's Eddie. That's Eddie brother. Oh, that nigga, Eddie brother. That nigga magician. Bruh, one of the greatest TV, shit. One of the greatest TV decisions of all time. Greatest, get that motherfucking Charlie on mic and just let him talk. Let him tell you about the good time they used to have with Rick James.
Oh shit, bro! When they played back the bloops and they showed this nigga getting in the character for the time traveler sketch, and every time the nigga said action, that nigga said. For the audio cast, that nigga just started shimmying his ass up. He shook that. That nigga one of the greats, man.
Oh, man.
Stars sometimes burn for a short time, but when I tell you he didn't waste any time burning as bright as he fucking could. Oh, man. Impromptu, give me some second line for Charlie Murphy. And motherfucking Dave Chappelle, man. Oh, P, man, can you do me a favor, G?
What's up, bro?
Keep that motherfucking energy going, man. It bless me. And tell me something good, G.
Man, I'm so excited about these tips. I'm good for the next 4 or 5 weeks. Because if you know, with this platform, we told you we're going to be different than other motherfuckers. And we gonna keep that Give Me Some Second Line going because what month is it? It is June.
June.
And in June,
Gemini season. Them hellacious motherfuckers there, boy.
In June, we celebrate.
Watch out for them Geminis.
Yeah. No experience with them, thank God. In June, we celebrate a holiday that is where there's a subgroup of people within this larger category don't get enough credit. And so all this month, tell me something good, I'm gonna let you know up front. It's gonna be by Black fathers and the dope shit that they motherfucking do. Because we got Father's Day this motherfucking month. And I need you to check the comments right quick. And I need you to open that motherfucking video. Then I'm gonna set that bitch up for you. One of my favorite fathers that's out there happens to be one of my favorite rappers, happens to be one of my favorite people that I've been introduced to, and I've been consuming his art since the year 2000. In the chat. Oh, it ain't? Oh, that's crazy.
It's in the master one?
That's crazy. It was in the
okay, it's in the master one. I got you.
Okay, I got you. Okay, bet. I was like, I thought I put that motherfucker in there while you was talking. And
let me know when you're ready for it, and I got you.
Today I was scrolling through the interwebs, and I saw one of my favorite people sitting next to his favorite person. And I saw them with microphones in front of their faces. And I was like, well, what is this? So I had to click on it. And I popped that thing open. And I learned that 2 Chainz has started a podcast with Young Halo. And they dropped the first episode a few days ago. And I'm going to let my dog share that with you on the screen. And we just going to watch the first 2 minutes of it. And this is something good. I ain't even got to set this shit up. I'm going to let 2 Chainz be a great fucking father and let that speak for itself. Because this is amazing.
We're about to start our show, Halo. I'm actually your co-host for today. I go by 2 Chainz.
I don't really know what a co-host is, but I'm going to just go with it.
So I'm like your co-pilot. You the main pilot. You the main driver. Okay, I'm in the passenger seat now. Oh. You drive. Okay. And so this really your show. You know what I'm saying? You the host.
So you're the co-host, and I'm like the driver.
Host. Yeah, you're the host.
Like the driver.
Yeah. So and what is your name, sir?
Halo.
Halo what?
Epps.
Halo. How old are you, Halo Epps?
I'm 6 years old.
What grade are you in?
Kindergarten, about to be in 1st grade the day after tomorrow.
You get out of school?
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to being out of school?
Not quite.
You want to stay in school some more? You like school?
Yeah.
Is one of the reasons that you don't want to get out of school is maybe because of an interest in a young female, maybe?
Maybe.
Maybe. You're 6 years old and you're interested in a female in your class already? Hey, man. When did you know that you liked her? How did you know that this girl that you like? How you know?
I didn't know. She told me.
She told you?
Yeah, I really didn't know.
Oh. And
she told me. I did not know.
So how did she tell you? How did she tell you?
She was like,
Talking to Mike. Man, you still talking.
She was like, I like you, and then boom.
Okay. Then you get a letter?
Yeah.
She wrote you a letter?
Yes.
That was a pretty cool letter. That was a pretty cool letter.
Wait, did y'all frame it? I thought you said you were frame it.
You need me to frame it? I'll frame it. And
you want to?
I still got it. I still got the letter. So that's your first letter from the girl, so I need to frame that.
No, you said you will frame it.
I will frame it. I'll frame it like hang it up on your wall like your Trae Young jerseys and your Luka jerseys. I put
my Luka jersey.
Well, you've been wearing your Luka jersey.
Yeah.
But you need to
you can cut, right. But yeah, I'm gonna let everybody else go consume that whenever they got some time, man. But yeah, man, I saw that today, and I saw like up to the point where I ain't even hear the part about like them framing it, but hearing a father talk to his son. One, they started a platform together, which is extremely dope. Two, He loves school. He ain't even trying to be out. And he like, hold up. Why you ain't ready to be done with school yet? And then hearing the father talk to his son about like his first love interest, man, or his first interaction with dealing with those feelings is super dope, man. And because I've known about Halo since he was in his mama's stomach from I forgot the name of the mixtape, but 2 Chainz took on the persona of his son who was not yet here yet, and that they
El Chapo.
El Chapo. Yeah.
Nah, it was Trapper Belly Trey.
Yeah, Trapper Belly Trey. I remember El Chapo was one of the that's the first time we heard that
Chapo
song.
Jr., yeah.
Yeah. But the first time I ever saw this guy was at the airport randomly. Like I pulled up, I was driving for Lyft, and I pulled up to the airport, and he was in a boot at the time. And I see this dude in this, I think it might have been like I don't know what it was. I ain't even gonna try. Like it was a fire ass car because he don't roll around in no bullshit. And this is tall ass nigga with dreads and a whole bunch of chains on and a Louis V bag with a motherfucking French bulldog. And I was like, I know who that is. And so the month of June is there's a lot going on in the month of June. But I really want to highlight fatherhood, and I want this platform and this segment to be about, man, we ain't even got to bring dope fatherhood back. We just gonna make sure that we highlight it because it's always been here. Like it's black dope fucking fathers all across this country and all across the diaspora, and we finna let y'all see them and how they interact with their jits. And we gonna show them that love. And we gonna make sure the Cowmunity is a part of that. So that's something good, man.
Can I piggyback on that theme for this month, bruh?
Yeah.
An article that was in heavy circulation last month here, Gimme Some Headlines. I just read you the headline and I'll make sure we link this. June 16th. CDC report on fathers' involvement proves that Black dads are the most involved, and Pew Research Center report that role of American dad is changing. I'll read that again for you. CDC report on fathers' involvement in their children's lives proves that Black dads are the most involved, and Pew Research Center reports that the role of American dads are changing, spearheaded by Black fathers. And this report extends into so many parameters, from does the father eat meals with the children? Does the father read with the children daily? Does the father do their homework with the child? I'm talking about the parameters are wide reaching. And we'll link the article. Understand that the myth that Black fathers and Black men ain't shit is exactly that, a motherfucking myth. And we're gonna debunk that bitch here. Give me some headlines. Shame! And whether it's facts or a little bit of understanding, we here at Give Me Some Headlines definitely believe that it is always better to give than it is to receive. Yay! That boy talk that shit out.